This is a share room, but then again, it's the one that have more privileged view, and also direct access to the terrace. In the lounge area, you usually have a couple of sofas here and a big table.
Okay.
We try to do at least usually something simple as people don't want to enjoy the beach, do some activities in the afternoon, and then at night we usually have the bar going on. So it's kind of like at night you want to bring friends to the hostel, just stay here to party.
So that was probably y'all having a party when I walked past here one time, right?
After you came,
Yeah.
because you came on a Friday, right?
Yeah, I came on a Wednesday.
Yes.
But there was a party, it was on the weekend. It was like either Friday or Saturday.
It was on the terrace, yeah, it was a birthday party.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what was going on up here. Okay.
Yeah. We did a big barbecue and we started at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and we finished at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
That's also a good thing because the place where the house is, we can't afford having a little bit more noise than the rest of the neighbors. And it was a birthday party a local from the community. Okay, it's a sad thing that it's not a really
good weather today.
Exactly.
But
so
it's
people can get the idea, but I can tell you the sunset, it's
beautiful.
Yeah. All this
I had a view where I was staying at, and it was beautiful.
So you know what I'm talking.
Yes.
And the sunrise, it comes directly from the middle of the mountains. It's beautiful. You see all the yellow and all the orange coming up from the mountains, surrounded by this green. It's really something amazing.
I see.
It's worth sitting here with our chairs, drinking a really cold caipirinha or a cold beer and just see it.
See.
In the carnival, when it's just carnival and it's really special, sometimes people ask us to put some tents here and to camp for a couple of days.
Now that's a good question because this will be a good question for carnival travelers. This one might help you be a little better. What is you had pretty decent rates for Carnival? Because Carnival is probably the most expensive time of the year.
Well, I don't know right now what is the practice, but I think by now you can. I know that also here there's a couple of places where you can have to pay maybe 600 for a night in a private room. I know that we are still not on that price range. We usually, it depends also if the person wants to stay the old carnival or not. You know, if it's more than one, more than two. One of the things that it's really good here in Chillhostel is the owner of the house. He allows, he still wants people from all the places to come and have the privilege to stay in this house. So usually he also allows us to negotiate a little bit.
Okay.
Comes more people. Sometimes there was a big event here, so I closed the second floor of the house. All the rooms were completely closed for it. Then there was also a group from Holland. They were all men, and they wanted to stay together.
I got you.
And we closed this all also just for them. We took some beds also because they were only, I think it was 7 or 8. So we took some of the beds and they stayed here. They almost went to the beach.
Okay. Well, what about New Year's Eve?
The New Year's Eve. Well, this New Year's Eve has been really good because we already booked. Since usually people start doing the reservations on the 28th.
Yeah, at least a month in advance.
The 28th starts everything. And most of the people also get in the house on 28th and then leave on the 4th or 5th. It's the same as a little bit as the carnival. If we can close a group, it's always better because it's also more environment of the house. And usually all the years we do like a big barbecue, start at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then at that night the house maintains activity for the 24 hours. So
Okay.
it's a little bit difficult if you really want to sleep. But then we are so close to the beach that if you want to see the fireworks also down, good. Our view is amazing.
Yeah, you can basically
You've been
see the
here
fireworks
in
from here.
You've been here for the New Year?
You know what? The sad
now?
part about it is I was trying to do it this year. I guess I ran into some issues at home that's going to make my... I actually was supposed to stay to the New Year. All right.
Oh.
But past the New Year. But some issues I have to take care of at home, has prevented me from doing that this time around. So I had to either
Go back and
go and do this 2-week stay or forget about it all, and I didn't want to do none of that. So I just came down here and just did the 2-week stay. I'm going to blow another New Year's Eve, which is a very big bummer. That's the 5th one in a row. And,
Oh, yes.
I'm
you
hopefully,
have to.
the way I look at it is when I do my major move next year, I won't have to worry about leaving because I'm already established down here.
Oh,
You
that's even better. 'Cause
Yeah.
then you can see it directly from New Year to Carnival and the rest.
Exactly.
You're really thinking of making a second home here in Rio?
I've been doing this.
Good idea.
I've been doing these. This is my 15th time in Brazil, and this is my 15th time in Rio. And I fell in love with this culture. I fell in love with the people. A lot of people are going to see my videos and they're going to see me interacting with a lot of the native Brazilians, and it's like a family.
It is. It is.
It's like a family.
That's really true.
It's like a family.
People
And
tend to really
I'm
welcome.
running. Yeah, I'm running. I went all the way over there into
To
those
the other
favelas
side.
over there.
Yeah, to
Okay.
Mangueira.
Yeah, and those guys, they took me in. I mean, they like, well, this Americano coming up in there, Guy, I ran to a guy named George, and he took me up into the favelas, and and he showed me, took me to his family. His brother's MMA fighter, and we.
No, you see
Yeah.
the kindness of people, and people are really really natural with that.
Yeah,
they
it's
really
something-
welcome everyone that comes from
It's
out.
something that is missing from home. See, in the U.S., we are always taught that, of course, the U.S. is great and everybody else is little.
Yeah.
All right.
And also, you have to be very independent. Do not trust anyone. Do
Very
not let
independent.
No one
Do not
next
trust.
to you.
If someone's acting a little too nice, they got an agenda. Watch
Yes,
out
They
for
want
them.
something from you, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it's like we talked before. It's a way of controlling people. If we don't talk, we don't know that we fear the same thing, that we think about the same things. And I think it's really, really a good opportunity if people, especially people from America, because it's so close, they can come here and see, and also see how they can change their own lives and help more people also to change. So I think it's a win-win situation, right?
Yeah, it's a win-win situation. It's also, I see how this lifestyle has changed people physically. Remember you and I had this conversation when I first got here.
Yeah.
I had you, when you told me you were Portuguese European, I had you for Brazilian. But it has a way of changing you.
It is.
You start
it
to
is.
become the culture.
You start to become to appreciate
Yeah.
and do not run all the time. I come from Europe and it's amazing. We always push to run. Everything I have to achieve, everything now. The success has to be now and alone. It's always this same way of doing things. And when you come here, South America, the first impact is like thinking they are so delayed, right? They are so lazy. They don't do things. They are not that active. And then after a while, you understand, oh, maybe that's why they are so happy and
Well,
they are not so stressed.
And at the same time, let's be real. I've seen these people with their everyday living, and their everyday living, just walking up and down that hill, is work.
It is. And you see
Okay.
people from all the ages, from the small ones
To the old
with
ones.
the backpacks,
Yes.
beginning of school, to the old ones, still getting the groceries, with bicycle, with everything in his hand. Entire families that go down on weekend, on Sunday, to the beach, and then late at night come back again. And maybe sometimes we walk the same distance in our cars.
I even, and a lot of people probably see this in my videos too, but I even came across a gentleman, like I said, Guy George, brought me up into those favelas over there, right? and he took me to a restaurant. And this restaurant was like, huh, you would never know it was up in the favelas. I'm like, how did this get up here? It was clean. Had stained wooden floors. It was like, wow. And I was like, how is this up here? And it had like a view that's just killer. You can literally see,
It's amazing.
of course what's that there?
The big mountain?
Yeah,
the orca one. The Pedra
the
do Leme.
fort. It's like
Yeah.
a fort up there.
The fort.
On
Yeah,
top of that
it's-
hill.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and you can see practically all of Implemima, Copacabana, of course Lima, all of it, all from that one section up there. And I was like, wow. And this is a beautiful spot for dinner. If you can get past, if you can get over walking all the way up them steps,
Did you went to Mirans, the restaurant on top of this hill? Maybe not, because the weekend was really, really bad weather.
All I know
We
is
had a really good party, Colombian
Yeah.
party, but then we had to cancel.
the weather was just horrible these
This
last couple of
time,
days.
Yeah. But then it seems like if it's like this, that means that the summer and then next to it, the winter is going to be really sunny.
Well,
After Carnival, we are expecting to be a little bit
I can live with
higher.
Well, with me myself, rain I love, snow and ice I hate. And guess what? That's what I'm heading back to. So
It is snow right now there?
it's snowing. It's snowing in parts of the United States right now, and in fact, in the northeastern parts, like in New England, it's snowing in New England. Last I checked. All right, and if it's snowing,
It's been snowing more also, right?
yes.
Each
So
year we get
usually
the
the snow season starts in November. Okay, starts in November all the way through March.
So yeah, good thing that you took a lot of pictures and videos so you can be back home next to the firework and seeing all of this.
Yeah.
And remembering.
Well, it's more or less making me more determined to make it happen for me to move.
Perfect. Perfect. If by sharing with all your friends, they get the same feeling as you, that's even better.
Yes. Yes, like I said, I learned to love this city, and it's going to go beyond this city eventually, but I always want to first plant my flag here. Okay?
You should. Especially when they realize that you have all this green and next to it, the blue of the sea.
Yes.
It's just one picture of itself. You don't have this in a lot of. You don't have. This in
No,
a
I
lot of
don't
places.
have
You
this in
don't.
the U.S.
You
I know I don't.
You
No
You
way.
walk in the middle of the jungle to get some fresh air, do some meditation, and then after it, you go for a swim.
Yeah, my cousin would, if he only sees these videos, Joshua Quincy Tyler, if he would only see these videos, he would probably love coming, maybe one day taking me up and coming down here. He likes to go to Costa Rica. So,
Oh yeah. So yeah, he has to at least once. He has to come here and
Yes.
see with his own eyes.
yes.
And especially
Yes.
when he comes, the weather will be really, really better.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But to me, I don't think any rotten day in
Rio.
Brazil or Rio is way better than any day in the U.S. as far as snow and ice. 'Cause that's what we mainly get.
It can be. The only thing is the moving in the city. It becomes a little bit more hard because of that. Cariocas, they have this thing. Cariocas, when it's raining, Cariocas don't leave the house.
Oh, okay.
No. Raining more than 2 days in a row raining for a Carioca, then you will see them depressed.
Oh, okay.
That's a big difference.
This is a very nice spot.
We have our own food, also our own chili, because I really love spicy. All this nature that comes
I
from
see, yeah.
really natural from the mountain.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's an older building, and but y'all maintained it, and y'all keep it.
Yeah, we're starting now to paint it. This part is more difficult because there's so much nature, and we don't want to break, you know, to take it off. Especially the trees here are so old.
Okay.
Also do a little bit of exercise in the house.
Well, yeah.
Okay, I think some of the rooms may be open because all of them are hanging. rooms and then this floor up for two people. Two beds, or only one bed if you want. Because most of the times, usually we rent the room. And most of the time if the person wants to use one bed, and usually it's really common to do this. Use one bed and put your things on the other bed, you know. One of the things I really
Nice
like
view.
about this hostel is all of the places you have this big windows.
That's what I see, this view.
The one that you were seeing, the party, it was from this terrace. That's why we were making so much noise.
Okay. 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 So you got a little bridge out there too.
Yeah, it'll be with 3 or 5 bathrooms and one time we are also fixing. That's one of the good things. The bathroom is directly in front of it, in front of both of the rooms. Even if they don't have the bathroom inside, it's directly. This is another one of the rooms. This one takes a little bit more of the garden that we have.
Okay.
It's a pity that in your video the beds won't be not properly done, but I could not do anything. And
I understand.
at least wanted to leave without seeing it. This is the room that we have. And there's also this private access to this part floor. Usually we put a couple of tables here, something that people can also. It's one of the things in this house. We try to have different places that people can relax, and if they want to go to the bar area and drink something, if they want to just, you know, be a little bit more comfortable, enjoying like a weekend, love weekend as we call them, place for everything. Then the building, it's the building is with common rooms with 4 beds. It's exactly the same size. But these ones we cannot see it because these are the ones that are really, really big.
This one right here has its own bathroom.
Yeah, this is a private. Then I have 2 other privates. We have 3 different privates. Because of the dimensions and the view are different, we also have different prices for all of them.
Okay.
But this is the major one. That's why at one point we also sometimes take one of the beds here to make it the 3, or just leave it and then the person uses it as they want. That's one of the things we did last time. We closed the entire floor just for a group.
Okay. Okay.
That's also maybe a possibility that will happen in the Olympics, because we have a lot of people already looking for just to rent an entire house for groups.
The Olympics are going to be pretty clogged. I mean, people are going to be stacking in left and right. I don't want to be anywhere near Rio when the Olympics come.
One of the good things is the Olympics are going to be in Bava, and we are far away. We are far enough. Remember that in Bava we take the bus. So you can, hopefully until that moment, the metro subway will be finished. So that means that you can stay here and take the subway to Chillhostelrio and then come back again.
Yeah, I understand they are trying to build something down there.
They've been trying to. They are trying to build it for a long time. This is here the uptown, the bar that we've been using. This is usually our second bar that we have.
Putting it together?
Yeah. Okay. Usually we have all of this is in couches. Again, a little bit more private, just to chill. Someone that wants to read a book, someone who just wants to, you know, just be in a little bit planning the vacations and everything. And this part usually is the container of the bar. We usually have some tables here and a sofa. This right now, next year we are going to use this part, but it's finished by now. So we're still going to use it.
Okay.
I know it's raining, we can still go up, so we can take the view from that terrace.
Sure.
The terrace view from that one is good because it sends you on that direction.
Cool.
But personally, I prefer this one because this one gives you
It's more open.
yeah, gives you the view to the community.
Use a size 13.
For you, it's not.
Okay, yeah.
You have, I think it's one of the things that makes our view so nice is you have the view of the community. You know?
And the mountainsides.
And also, not today, because, but you know that usually it's really, really loud. People are always in the street. And usually from the top of it, you can also see the dynamic of the place. The point where the kids play basketball, football. We are trying to see if we can improve the games, and we are trying to see if people want to donate balls and all these things.
Yeah, it's something I want to look into because I want to probably be a basketball coach.
That would be
for my olden basketball days.
Anyone that wants to, you know, to share the knowledge of sports, it would be. It's one of the things that we miss more here. We really need it, really to maintain the kids' focus on something more than the difference that exists between this part and the other.
Yes, I know. I know the gangs and all that stuff. Yes, keeping kids away. Yeah.
And I think it's really our responsibility. We are the grown-ups. We are the ones who have the power to do something. If we don't do it, we cannot blame them if they don't do nothing. Don't give the example.
Exactly.
You can see we can also, I don't know, but maybe next time you come, it's possible to go all the way up.
I did.
You went to where you see the sugar loaf.
All right, you know where I was at now? I see. I was exactly, if you can probably, I'm gonna roll this lens right here. I know exactly where I was at now, seeing it from this view. All right, I was exactly at the very top.
On that top?
Right there. You see where those two satellite dishes are?
Yes.
You are the green, where the green is.
Of course.
That's where George took me up to, you know.
That's even higher than the police station.
Yes, because I remember seeing the police tower right there from the top.
So you really went all the way up.
I went all the way up there. Yes.
And it's amazing, right? Because you went all the way up in the middle of the favela, and you still feel very secure.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. George, like I said, I ran into George. I was walking probably somewhere around there. And I ran into George, and yeah, get you out of here. I ran into George, and he said, look, man, you know, he said, because George is from Boston. Well, he did 10 years in Boston, rather. He's not from Boston. And he said that he was in Boston, you know, I speak English, and he took me up there. I met like I said, I met his brothers, you know, and a couple of his friends, and they, you know, they're real cool. They're real cool. I mean,
that's another thing that you're not expecting when you look, right? When you're going up and you see all these houses, some painting, some not. There's no planning and construction. You can get a little bit frightened in the beginning.
Yeah, it was a
chaos, right?
It was a little bit of a hazardous walk, in my opinion, but you know, I still was able to, you know, like I said, I didn't see what TV was letting me see. I ain't seen nobody walking around with guns and all this other stuff.
That's the difference. And also, if they pass you, you see that they are passing like us, passing on the street.
Yes.
It's more if someone needs help and not just going to your face and ask, what do you have, or nothing. They don't do that here. It's really because by the law, they also have to be here. And you can also notice like the new houses that are coming a little bit, doing the curve. And then on the other side, it's Chapéu Mangueira. It's also a different structure of construction. It's one of the things that differentiates these two. I don't know if you've been to Complexo do Alemão. No?
What's that now?
Oh, it's really nice. Complexo do Alemão, it's a special favela because it's not a vertical one. Like Rocinha, Vidigal.
I didn't see those.
They have this kind of elevator that goes all the way
Wait. Now there was one that I went to. It was Michael Jackson's.
That's Santa Marta.
Okay, yes, that's that one.
That's the elevator to go up.
Yeah, there's like I said, there's one elevator, and you gotta get off, and then get to another elevator, and all that.
Exactly, and then you get to like it's a circle place where they do usually samba and food, feijoada. Yeah, that's another place. This one, it's not a vertical that goes. It goes really horizontal because Complexo Dome is really, really big. So you can see it all just by doing that. It takes you maybe half an hour or an hour. Very secure.
We went up there to the elevator, and we went all the way down by foot.
Oh,
yes.
That can be even hard than going
Yes,
up by foot.
I know.
Especially with your size of your tennis.
Yeah, with my feet, it was like I had to be really careful because the steps were probably about no more than probably 9 inches, and my feet are 13 inches. So I was like, I had to, walk down this way.
Eating and drinking, and you still have to walk all the way.
That's what happened. We went on the way down. We came across a restaurant. We started eating there. All right, but then it was still a way down. We had to go. We had, it was like almost a half an hour walk down that hill.
So you maybe you're missing. Did you went to Vidigal?
No, I probably didn't.
Vidigal is a favela that you can see from Ipanema Beach.
No.
No?
No.
Next time you come?
Yeah, down there, yeah.
It would be my pleasure to go with you. They have a beautiful view. The bar up there, it's beautiful. They also have a hostel going on there. They also have 4 friends of you that want to pay something more and extra. They also have nice rooms. All that. The price is going up, but if for someone that wants to, I don't know, make an experience of a lifetime, because they have this room where the walls are only in glass. So you can see the night and the day coming back again, and it's really nice. You have the view from Ipanema Beach and Leblon. It's really nice also, and it's kind of like this one. You can go up and down, and it's completely secured.
Okay.
So it's a good thing. Even if you've been in Rio, you still have a couple of places to visit. That's the best thing.
Well, yeah, like I said, I had some bad experiences in some favelas, and I was kind of anti-favela. I'm still not totally sold on the favelas, but as far as, like I said, I had some real scary situations, but those favelas were places I shouldn't have been at in the first place.
That was also in Rio.
Yes.
But that was maybe the north ones.
The north?
Yeah.
What, can you say that again?
The north favelas.
The north zone favelas.
Yes.
Haven't I said that several times on my show?
Yeah.
Stay out of the north zone favelas. But like I said, there's a group of certain young men who are kind of contour to that.
Continue, take the risk of the adventure. You have to be a little bit cautious, because people that live in that area, it's not because they are meaner or something. No, it's the level of education is completely different. They see the people that come from outside as a little bit like someone that is an intruder, someone that has more power than them, and they don't understand why. So yes, if you're going alone, if you want to live in the adventure, you can have all the adventure that you need staying on the south of Rio.
I never could understand. It's like everything that, now, being the fact that I've been in the south, all over practically the South Zone favelas, right? Living up here for a couple of weeks, also visiting the other favelas and everything like that. I can't see what you're looking for in the North Zone. You can find right here in the South Zone, and and be safe. You don't have to worry about. But then, like I said, we have a couple of young men who want to challenge. They feel as if they go into the dangerous areas, that they don't feel like tourists anymore.
Let's put it this way: if you're going, I think if you're going to go on these favelas where the security level is more on the ends of the people that live there, at least you should go with how do I say, with a good purpose,
Well, yeah.
It wouldn't be a place that I would go to make a party, because if you go to these places again to to do party, people they can understand you badly. They can understand that you're making fun of them because you have all this money. You can buy all the things.
Yeah, why are you here?
Exactly,
You know,
and they don't understand what you're saying. So you can be making a joke, and they will understand that you're laughing at them. It's a very complicated situation.
Like I said, I had a situation when I was in a North Zone favela. Actually, it was not North Zone. It was down in Santa Cruz in the west.
Yes. Ooh, yeah.
And these people thought that I was a cop.
I believe
They just could not. The guy, because I wouldn't drink. I don't drink. All right, and I don't smoke marijuana. So they kept pushing all this stuff on me, and I kept rejecting it. And and they looked at me all like, "You policio? No, what's policio? No." Then they turn around and say, Americano policio. No, not even in America. I'm not a cop. I'm not policio.
It makes sense.
And then the guy just he just didn't trust it, and he just shot up out the party, because it was a party I was at, and he went and he actually went and talked to the girl that I was with, and then she got me up out of there, okay, and because of the way it was said is that
then maybe it was time to leave.
That they're gonna get the boss, and the boss is gonna come down here, and the boss is gonna take a look at me, and he thinks I'm a cop. And then he might, okay, you brought him here too?
Or even he can let you go and do something with her, like a punishment. Why did you bring this person? That's the other thing. You also have to remember that I know that the situation of, even if the situation in black people in America is not how it should be, you have to remember that in Brazil it's even worse. So for them to believe that you, as black men, have the power to come to this place, but you don't drink and you don't have vicious. It's like if they were them, they would never be a police. Even if they wanted to, it's too much money to them, and the system don't allow them. So of course, the first thing that they will think about you is you are a police or someone related. And maybe they send you here because you can blend in
and spy on them.
And then 2 hours later, it's like 2 hours later they say, "Oh, there's a police car passing," and you, without understanding what's going on,
yeah, it's amazing.
You have a big
Wait a minute, a police car shows up and you're here.
Exactly. It's enough. It's enough.
They'll tie the wrong ends together.
Exactly. And even if it's a group of men, that's another situation. A group of men come, they party, they want to, buy everything. They want everyone to make fun. Remember one thing: there's a lot of, if you start getting too much attention from women on these favelas, my friend, it doesn't really matter who you are, how much money you have. It doesn't matter nothing here in Rio. It doesn't matter nothing in South America and in Brazil. You're equal to everyone. So your money doesn't mean nothing. And if you start to giving them money, they will get offended. They will think, "Oh, you think you can buy me because you come from another country? Is that it? You think that I need your money?" That's unless you come. I know people that already went to these places, and a good thing. But unless you come with educational projects, something like that, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you want to party, if you want to know the community, if you want to know the lifestyle of a Brazilian, you can come to these favelas on the south, and you experience everything, since how it is to have no money at all, and how it is to be super rich in Brazil without being in danger.
And like I said, a lot of these young men think that I think it's the case of trying to take a title. And see, that's the thing about in America, we always worried about titles. You're a tourist. You're a tourist. You come to the tourist areas in the South Zone or in and all this other stuff. You're just a tourist. You're not understanding anything about Brazil. Well, here's the bottom line. You got a tourist visa? Yeah, then you're a tourist.
Yes.
Until your visa changes, until you become a permanent residency or
you're always an outsider.
Exactly. You're not going to be,
Okay, I got it. So that means that you think that these young men that come and they want to go to these ports, they want to escape from being a tourist, and they think that if they go there, they will live. No,
Exactly.
if you don't speak the language, you always from the outside. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
That's another thing that they will find in Rio. People do not change you, don't treat you just differently just because you're a tourist. No, if you treat them the same way, they will do the same to you.
That's what I've learned too. You know, like I said, until my visa status changes, yes, I'm going to be a tourist.
For you,
Okay.
but for the rest of us,
Yes.
you can be living here. Also because Rio, it's been a city of culture since the beginning.
Yes.
The Portuguese, my people came here a long time ago, and as soon as they open it, you have a lot of Brazilians that are off German, Italian, French, from all the places.
Afro-American?
A lot of them.
African rather, excuse me.
Exactly.
African, you know, a lot of them.
So it's already a mixture. So you can feel a tourist, especially until you manage the language. But for us, you can be living here for 15 years, as far as I know. There's so many people from other countries living here. In Babylonia, in Vidigal, I think the oldest ones are from Austria. The owner of this house is from Austria. And he came maybe 10 years ago when this was completely different. There was still a rough area, there was still guns going on and everything. And 10 years later, everyone is welcome.
I see a lot of positive change for Rio, especially in the favelas too. I mean, like I said, I've been a critic of the favelas, but I was a critic only because of my tough experiences.
Exactly.
Like I said, I was in Tachuca and I was walking down near the streets, and then the cops came up the hill and they started shooting. You know, and like I said, that's near the North Zone. So I was at the bottom of a favela in the North Zone, and that's when it all started happening. I had to jump my big self up under a car, trying to get out of there. You know.
Yeah, but you also been coming here so many times. You also been. I'm pretty sure you already saw the difference in almost 3 years. In 3 years, the city of Rio, with all these the World Cup. With all this intention on
Olympics,
smaller communities in the favelas, now the Olympics games are coming. I've been here for 3 years, 4 in total, but 3 years in this community, and the change is it's enormous.
Yeah,
It's really,
and you know
really
what
big.
else I've noticed, especially across the street from here, I noticed all the new apartments they got going on over there. You know.
For example, this one.
Yeah, that one they putting together, and including there's a couple of houses. There's some beautiful houses that I've seen, like I mentioned earlier about the restaurant. In fact, the restaurant is somewhere up. In fact, I think that wooden section
The one like this.
Yeah.
You think it's that terrace with the color?
Could be.
The color ones?
Yeah, I think it
Well,
could.
it makes sense if you were that high.
Yeah, I think it could be that terrace. No, I'm sorry. It's actually that one.
with the it's Bardualto. It's from a friend of mine, Ruben.
Yeah.
He makes amazing caipirinhas. The food is really good.
In fact, yeah, that's the kitchen right there.
Exactly, it's open
And then
kitchen.
the restaurant's right there.
Oh,
That's
yes.
where I was.
Bardualto, it is.
Yes.
And it's funny because we've been usually at least one time per month. He gets his friends. He has a DJ from the hip hop and everything, and that's one of the things. Especially here in Babylon, everyone loves a hip hop party. You have no idea. The last time we did it, it was in the big center over there with the football. It was amazing. It didn't win more time because they didn't allow us, but we started at 6 and it finished at 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's a party.
Yeah, so it was really nice. It's a really, really beautiful place. It is. You have the view from all.
Like I said, it was a very to me, like I said, it's a very.
Not expecting you, right?
No, I'll be real with you. I came here, and I was like, I better get the vest. Wear my vest or something, bulletproof vest somewhere. There's something jump off. I got, I don't want the American. But the thing about it is, what I don't want is, and this is the reason why I brought up the North Zone situation. See, I'm pretty popular on YouTube and Facebook, and these individuals who are trying to promote this are not that popular. All right.
They don't have as much knowledge as you have from all these years of experience.
That is more along the lines of no one knows who they are exactly. They're trying to get known. But let's just say a couple of young, influential men, young men, come down from the U.S. and they hear these guys because it's like a shine party. It's nothing about educational and it's look how good I am and I'm in the hood. I'm cool.
They come from.
And I'm not no tourist. Yeah, I'm not no tourist. I'm in the Favelas. Yeah. I'm rolling with one of the bosses. No, if someone comes down here, and this is what I want to put out here, is that and something happens to them, but they're shot, killed, robbed, whatever.
Something that can happen all over the world. Yes.
And I don't want no one come down here to Brazil, and then coming back in the box because they were somewhere they were not supposed to be at. And
makes sense.
The first thing that family is going to want to know is how did my son wind up down here in Rio de Janeiro? And they'll go and they'll look up black men in Brazil, African American men in Brazil, and the first thing they're going to see is Charles Tyler show, okay, or Al Greer is frustrated, and then they'll be coming after us, and we're the ones who are promoting don't go in those areas. Exactly. Don't go in those areas. You have no business going in those areas.
That's a good thing because people need to know that there's the city of Rio and there's the state of Rio, and the state of Rio is a really big area, and even the city is also a big area.
Yes.
So I think
bigger than New York.
I think exactly. If I would go to New York, I can go to a place where I'd be really secure, or I can adventure myself at 2:00 in the morning and have a nasty surprise. I think people, you have to be aware of it. It's the same. Game is the same in every place that you are. So if you want to take the risk and if you want to be, I don't know, the big boss for a night, you have to consider if it's really worth it.
Do you want to come back? Do you want to come down? The thing is that do you want to come down to Rio de Janeiro City, and have a good time? Get the cultural experience. You can't do that. The memories, the pictures, the videos. You can do all that. You can have all this if you want to. And you can have that beach over there too.
Yes.
All right,
It's a little bit gray, but
it's not a great day today, but it's beautiful. It's still where I come from. Even a rainy day like today, it's still beautiful in Philadelphia.
It's really warm.
Yes.
Even when it's raining, people still go to the beach. So.
But the trick is, the idea is, this house over here. Look at this house is amazing. I'm looking at this house and the way it's built. But anyway, the idea is to be safe. Because you're coming down here, you are a tourist until your tourist visa changes, your tourist status on your visa changes. Have a good time. Get to immerse the culture, okay? But don't get yourself in a situation you can't get yourself out of. Don't put yourself in a situation you can't get yourself out of. And that's coming from the Charles Tyler Show. So I just wanted to make sure that's known. Because like I said, that's the one thing that I'm concerned about is that no one knows who these other people are, but if they go out there and something happens to them and their family wants to find out why, my name's going to come up, and I don't want that. I don't want to be responsible for that, especially for some place I told people not to go. Okay, and like I said, this hostel and this location is very beautiful. Okay, and I'm sorry, Anna, but can you tell me the name of this hostel for the people?
Okay, Chillhostel. It's in Babylonia. It's in a beautiful end of Copacabana Beach. As soon as you come here, I'm positively sure that you fall in love with this place.
Blocks away from the beach. Okay.
You will see the party that we have in the favelas, and you will enjoy the view. And if you still want to go to Ipanema, it's really close.
Yes, everything's pretty close.
It is. Once you come here, you will never want to go to America again. I think so.
That's very true. I'm putting this out to especially to a lot of young travelers out here who want to find more, available places, and you want to get the cultural experience away from the beach, away from Copacabana, away from Ipanema.
Away from the noise and all the tourist vibe.
Yes.
That's one of the things I think it's different here. You will come, and there's so many of us, people all around the world who live here, that you will feel just a piece of our community, not an outsider, not someone that will treat you differently. No, you will become a part of the family as long as you stay here.
All right. Well, like I said, this is definitely an experience for me, and like I said, I've learned a lot of things in the last 2 weeks being here, staying here. I took a dare to find out, to make sure it happens, And I found out, you know. And Anna, like I said, once again, I appreciate you showing us your showing us the, you know, the place you represent, and you know, and like I said, hopefully I can now so I can help you get some potential travelers here. You know, you would want to. Do you have like a link or anything that you can?
Well, the website is easy to find. www.chillhostelrio.
I'll tell you what we'll do.
But Facebook is even more easy.
I'll tell you what we'll do. When I set this video up for you to do me, I want you to send me your link on Facebook.
Perfect.
Okay. Therefore, I'll set it up there, and we'll have that in the description box at the bottom of this video.
Perfect. So people just have to go and send a message, send an email on Facebook, whatever you wanna, the way that you wanna find us. You book with us, you get your ticket, and you come and see with your own eyes.
Okay. All right. Oh, you got that there. Okay. And I gotta say, Anna, once again, thank you for being on the Chillhostelrio show. Thank you for taking me on a tour of the, you know, this lovely hostel here in Chill. All right. And with this Chillhostelrio show, we're gonna be signing off. I'm heading home. Check you there.